Namaskaram everyone, this is Vishwaksen and welcome to Vaka Talks. We are talking about different types of enablers in the scene of Draupadi Vastrapaharanam from Mahabharata. And we have come to a conclusion. And today let's talk about the rest of the court, all the other Kauravas and other people that were invited, all the other kings and princes that were invited to the court. So why did they not intervene? Why did they not step in? Well, Vikarna, one of the brothers of Duryodhana, stepped in and tried to say that it's not right, but he was silenced. We already spoke about that. Why did no one else step in? And these are the type of enablers that almost all of all of us also fall into this category a lot of times. It's more like, okay, it's their issue. It's the issue between Kauravas and Pandavas. That's why all the guests did not intervene. If we intervene, we would have to face the backlash. The other Kauravas did not intervene because, again, they are afraid of the backlash from Duryodhana. They don't want to ruffle feathers. They want to just sit and be spectators. By saying that they are just spectators, they are not actively involved in the incident, they feel that they are protected from the backlash. If they intervene, if they step in, then they have to face the consequences. So they are very comfortable sitting down and not responding, not reacting. So what are these kind of people in our lives? These are the people who who is ubiquitous in the world. They don't want to step in and question something that is wrong because they don't want to deal with the consequences of it. They don't want to deal with the headache of being involved in it. If you see something horrific happening in front of you, you don't want to step in and take them to the hospital because you don't want to deal with the police investigations. When you basically just want to be a spectator. When you know that there is a neighbor who is abusing their spouse or their children, you don't want to step in. You see, when there is some in-laws who's harassing their daughter-in-law, you don't want to step in. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to report it because you don't want to be involved. You say, well, it is an internal matter. It is their own issue. So I don't want to step in there. I don't want to talk about it. Choosing to be silent is a statement. It does not absolve you of your responsibility. Choosing to be silent basically is a statement. There are people you can voice your opinion and you can voice what you want to say, or you can wait for more information, gather more information that is to some extent justifiable, but not always. When you see something that is wrong, when you don't step in, when you don't question it, you are enabling the abuser. You don't want to deal with the consequences. You don't want to deal with the headache. You don't want to. You are too busy to cater time and effort for this particular incident. You have a you feel like, well, it's not happening to me, it's someone else, so I don't have an issue with it. Well, tomorrow it can be you. If there is not if there is a huge a violent person, who is coming and attacking different houses, well, to you don't want to go and protect the people in the house that were violent, because well, it's someone else's house, it's not our house, so we are safe today. That person can come to your house tomorrow. That violent person does not discriminate between one person and another. It just so happens that it is your neighbor today. It might as well be you tomorrow. And we also refrain from interfering in domestic activities of someone else. Yes, fair. The ironic part of it is we don't want to interfere and protect and support the victim of abuse, but we want to interfere, we want to put our noses in their business when we think that there are some bits and pieces of information that you can use for gossip. So you see the irony of the situation. You want to interfere where you have something to get out of it, but you don't want to interfere when there is a responsibility on your shoulders. So these are the people that are most common around the world. It is the inaction of these people that the toxic people and abusers count on, and 90% of the uh, strength that a toxic person receives is through an inaction of spectators, is through inaction of people around them, is through inaction of people who don't want to face the consequences, who don't want to put up with the headache, who don't want to uh, talk give time for the investigation, who wants to protect themselves.